Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about BFDI theater releases and why they should keep happening, because this is a huge step up for indie animation. Also, if I sound sick, I'm sorry, because I actually am! Anyway, let's get started. Now, I made this video because I heard BFDI 25 will be getting a theater release, which is absolutely, definitely justified. Because BFDI 25 is literally the finale of Season 2, and BFDI finales are usually pretty long, so this is actually justified. Now let me discuss the other theater releases that have happened. So the actual theater screenings for AMC and Cinemark and Marcus theaters started in October, but then in December AMC stopped collaborating with BFDI. So let's start with the October one, where they had AMC, Cinemark, and Marcus theaters. And as you all know, that episode was Teapot 20, which was a really big deal that BFDI was actually getting an actual theater release for once, not counting the BFDI tour. That does not count. That's not a real theater, okay? Not a real theater release. Now let me tell you why this was such a big deal. People were showing up in like cosplays, they were giving away posters at the AMC theaters exclusively. Like, this was a big deal for the BFDI fans, because then they could make BFDI friends. This was awesome for the BFDI community. But people who lived in like the UK and Canada, those types of fans did not receive the information well, because they really want international theater releases, because that could happen eventually, but not right now, that's for sure. And people were also saying that Teapot 20 was not a theater-worthy episode, which, no, I think it was absolutely justified that it got a theater release. I mean, one literally turned 3 into pieces. Like, that is such a cinematic moment. I don't know why you wouldn't screw that in theaters. Now, moving on to BFDI 23. This is when everybody actually thought this was a justified theater release. But then people are starting to think that this would just happen for every episode going forward. But it didn't, because BFDI 24 and Teapot 22 were not theater releases, so they were wrong about that. But BFDI 23 was awesome! Like, the title was good, the animation was good, it was like a very cinematic episode, and it was the first hour-long BFDI episode, so now that's a reason for it to be in theaters, okay? That is a great reason. Now, moving on to Teapot 21, which people took, yeah, they didn't take it lightly, okay? They did not want Teapot 21 to be in theaters. Because Teapot 21, I guess, was more lighthearted than Teapot 20, so people were not happy. But I think it was justified too, because, hello, the mysterious black goop made it all spooky. So seeing that like late at night, I feel like fit the theme of the episode. So that was justified too. Well, what do you guys think? What theater releases were justified and which ones weren't? I might use this feedback for a future video idea. Anyway, bye guys!